This video was brought to you by BitBox NES game carts. There is no better way to protect, store, and show off your NES game collection. Only available at StoneAgeGamer.com/BitBox. Skip it up and that up.
Wood grain. Yeah, I'm back. I had a little bit of a stomach bug yesterday. What's going on, everyone? Rich, Review Tech USA. And I have an interesting product from Stone Age Gamer. Now, Ryan from Stone Age Gamer wanted to send me out this to review. This is the Retro Duo Portable. Allows you to play out of the box anyway, SNES and NES games, and you could actually buy an adapter right here where you can play Sega Genesis games. Honestly, haven't even turned it on yet. That's about the most I know about it, but he wanted to send me out that to review. But you say, hey Rich, I have this product from a company called BitBox where they make NES game cases. I'm like, okay. He's like, would you mind either reviewing them or showing them? Or if you don't want to review them, you don't think it's worth its own video, you could show them at the end of your Retro Duo Portable review. And I'm like, all right, favor, you've given me great products to review for the past 4 years now? Yeah, I'll help you out, man. So I'm like thinking, all right, it's a game box. Who gives a shit? That's the beauty of working with Stone Age Gamer, is that I can be brutally honest because he's just a vendor. He doesn't make, the only thing he makes, and they were kick-ass anyway, so I didn't really matter. He makes the flash carts where you can use in the Sega Genesis, the EverDrive and stuff like that. He works with CrixDZ, and he's one of the distributors of them. But even then, I've been honest about that, and I thought generally they were great products, so what does it matter? But anyway, so I'm looking at these boxes, and I get the package yesterday, and I'm thinking, it's a box. Like, how exciting can it be? Well, apparently they can be pretty amazing. I think I have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 here to show you. And if you're a collector, there's one thing you know about NES games, is that the boxes used to be paper boxes NES games used to come in. To find a NES game in the box intact now is like a 1% to 0% chance. That's why even plain Jane, everyday games that there's like a billion copies. Like even if you find like Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, in the box, it's like goes for insane prices on eBay. But then, so if you have a lot of loose cards, this is an awesome solution. So I'll shut up now and show them to you. So here it is. This is one of them. I have 10 to show you. This is Dracula's Curse. And what blew me away and actually made me want to make a individual video, I'm going to zoom in as much as I can here without the camera going wonky. Now this is, if you print this, if you try to do this at home, look at the amount of color and how there's like zero bleeding. See that? Dracula's Curse logo. I'll turn it sideways so you can see that. There's zero. You could see a little bit of ghosting with the text in the back, but it's so minute, like you have to like put your eyeball like right up to the text back here. So it has the full front and back of the original NES box, and I was just like, my jaw dropped. And like at first, like I said, I was like, what's the big deal about an NES case for loose NES games? But here's where the game will go, to on top of it. And here is where you can put the instruction manual if you have that. So if you're a serious collector, or even if you're not, one of the things that even like if you leave an NES game out, even if you take care of them, and you don't have that black sleeve that they used to come with, I don't even think they came with them towards the end of the NES's life, they still get dusty, then you have to clean them out again or blowing them. So, if you're even if you're a semi-serious collector, as you see, look at the artwork, man, this is crazy. I'll show you a couple other ones that I chose. Now you could choose which ones you want. They have like different bulk prices. If you want to just get the box of these without the artwork, you could get 10 of them for $31.99. To add on the artwork is another $3. You can get 10 boxes made with artwork of the game. You could pick out which game covers you want for $34.99. So it's not that bad of a deal for 10 of them. And like I said, again, I'm a big Castlevania head, as you can tell. I chose all 3 Castlevanias. Colorful artwork. I'm going to zoom in. There's Simon Belmont's ass. The blue up on top. You have the red Castlevania logo. I'm looking right at it right now, and you see like zero bleeding. You see a little bit in the C. I don't know if you could see that. You see a little stripe in the C. Camera, at least my preview's not picking it up too well, but it looks it looks almost like the original box. It's amazing reading these, because when I got these as a kid, you know, I was like 4 or 5, and you know, reading was, even if I when I had basic reading skills, you didn't read the box. You didn't remember, like, enter at your own risk. If you think it's scary on the outside, wait till you see the basement. Oh man, holy nostalgia trip. Anyway, moving on. I still have like 8 more boxes to go here. Simon's Quest. You either love this game or you hate it. Well, actually, that's not true, because I don't love it or hate it. I think it's okay. It's definitely one of the weak points in the Castlevania series, though. Again, bright colors. You see with the contrast here, look at that little stripe where it's blue and gray. There's no bleeding. The seal of quality looks like it's actually printed from Nintendo. Turn around, and again, everything looks, I'll zoom in on the text. Looks good. I'm not going to go into super detail. This will be a 40-minute video with each box, but then I had to get some of the black box ones that I remember. Like, I got this back in 1985 when I got Nintendo. And this is the Mario Brothers box. How awesome is that? It's the arcade series. Turn it around. Again, we'll look at the Nintendo logo. No bleeding. Mario and Luigi are doing some underground plumbing when all sorts of weird creatures come flying out of the pipes. Yeah, I think if I was a plumber and any of those creatures came flying out of the pipes, I would quit my job immediately. If a big flying bug and a big crab came to pinch my ass while I was trying to do plumbing, I would find a new line of work. They actually have some custom artwork, so say if you want to, you know, do something a little bit different to kind of make your, if you have like a room where you have a man cave where you have your game boxes stand out, like this isn't a custom Zelda game box, so it has a little bit different artwork than the original one, the gold one, so people could check this out, like, oh wow, what's that? You know, look, it looks nice. On the back here, this is still all original, minus this black, not gold, but I think that's pretty cool. So you can do something different. It even has, which the original box, I don't believe I have it down here, so we'll find out, it has the Adventure series on it. So they made Zelda into a black box game, which I think is pretty cool. So you can do some custom stuff on Stone Age Gamer's site. Now the next one, Metroid. Do you realize that I always borrowed this from my friend Carl? I never owned this game, but the password pack, which sucks because the Japanese version came for the floppy disk for the Famicom disk drive, so they could just save it right to the floppy. We had to put in passwords, but again, bright colors, the orange logo up here. I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can. If you hear me knocking into my tripod, I apologize, but again, no bleeding, man. What the hell is the... It looks kind of like he might be printing this on inkjet, but it can't be inkjet. And he'll probably say in the comments section below, because he would go through 8 gallons of ink per box if he was. This has to be on a color laser printer, unless he's suicidal. But again, it looks great. Got 4 more boxes to go here. Another black box game. I got this when I got the NES on Christmas of 1985. This is Kung Fu. Still one of my favorite NES games. I can still, beyond nostalgia, like even if I didn't own this back in 85, I would still want to play this, man, because this game is just, you can beat it in like 10 minutes, but it's still a good challenge, and like you never get sick of it. It's one of those fun, quick pick up and play games that you could just pick up anytime, and it's really enjoyable and has just the right amount of challenge. I mean, there's sometimes I could breeze through it in 7 minutes, and then there's some time at like the 4th level that I get my ass handed to me and I can't beat it. So riddle me that one. But anyway, again, I love all, God, the stars. I remember looking at the stars in the back of the box of this, man. See all the little stars and everything? Kung Fu, kick, jump, and punch your way to victory in Kung Fu. Again, the box looks fantastic, and you open it up, if you have the manual for the game, put it right there, and you put the cartridge right there. I'm just really impressed with these. I did not think that these were going to be anything to write home about. I just like, what the hell's the big deal about a box? But I was wrong. The original NES Legend of Zelda box, it was gold. God, I remember getting this as a kid, man. I remember going to the store, Merry-Go-Round it was called, in New Rochelle, and picking this one up. And I was all like in awe of it, because it was a gold cartridge in a gold box. But this is the original one. And And there you go. Again, the colors are perfect on it. No, let me look at the text. Zero bleeding on the text on this one. I just like pressed up against my eyeball. There it is, Legend of Zelda. Man, how time flies. Okay, 2 more. Let me not create a box avalanche here. Another game that probably, it was funny, when you're a kid, even if a game sucks, you'll play it. I don't think this game doesn't suck, the Goonies 2, but it's not, you know, one of the NES's shining moments, or Konami's shining moment either. But again, really bright, colorful, orange artwork, and see if I could zoom in. Zero. I mean, zero bleeding. So this is something you were on the fence about and wanted to get these boxes for your NES carts. You know, this is one of your best options, unless you feel like going out and buying an insanely expensive printer and doing it yourself. And there we go. Do a little zoom out. Goonies 2. And the last one I got here, some of the, minus the first box, the worst Mega Man artwork in the world is the Mega Man 2, where Mega Man looks like a grown-ass man wearing a giant Speedo suit and shooting from a gun, which the gun was built into his arm. Like, did the person who made the artwork for this like actually play the game or no? I'm gonna guess no. But Mega Man 2, again, very bright, colorful artwork, zero bleeding. I know I've said that for all 10 boxes, but it just really impresses the hell out of me. And then you can see Capcom really sold their stuff hardcore. The premier worldwide arcade game designer. And in the front they have in the top corner here, state of the art. Because, you know, the rest of the NES games, they weren't state of the art, but Capcom's games, they were state of the art. It's just funny how they advertised it. And even on the sides you have the binding there has Mega Man 2, Capcom USA. This is unreal. So there you go. Well, like I said, they have different pricing options on there. I think the boxes, I mean, if you're just a passive NES collector, straight up with you, if you're just a passive NES collector and you just want to have, you know, 10 or 15 games you had from your childhood and you don't want to buy cases for them, is spending $30 on these worth it? That's up to you. But, you know, 98, if you are one of the collectors like the Game Chasers and all that, and you know that 98% of the games out there do not have boxes for the NES because they were made of cardboard, yeah, hell yeah, I would definitely suggest getting these, without a doubt. Of course, my phone is ringing at the end of this video, but that's okay. I'll have a link to Stone Age Gamer's page at the bottom of this description of this video. Check them out down there. You can see other products they have, and if you're interested in these, it's right on the front page, and you can see pricing and stuff like that for different amounts of boxes. Anyway, guys, this is Rich at Review Tech USA. I'll more than likely have other videos up tonight. I'm still a little bit under the weather, better than yesterday, and I'll see you guys real soon. Thank you for supporting my channel. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Have a good one.